What's up? Do y'all hear that? I'm gonna be quiet for a minute. There's a siren in the background. I hit record and that's all I heard. I don't know if y'all heard that. This ties into the message. His timing is like unbelievable. But what's up, everybody? We back with another message, another video. Thank you to all my new subscribers and future new subscribers. You know we do nothing here without God because everything is spiritually led by God over here. We cover the world from a spiritual and physical aspect to get the raw, real, and uncut answer. So anything you hear, anything you see, may you test the spirits, aka take the words and visuals back to God in prayer. Okay? As there are many Decepticons running around in these end times, sent from the enemy, had a strong, close, and personal relationship with God. Now, March 30th dreams, I did like 2 of them. Y'all are going to see part 2. This is actually part 2 over the first one message I recorded, which are 2 different totally things that's going on. But we're going to talk about this one that's going to go up first for March 30th, 2023, a Thursday. All right, I had a dream that God put me in this place full of people. You could tell they were worldly. It was like a concert type thing. Performances were being done by people worldly, wicked ways, sin, all types of stuff, right? So before I go to where everybody is, I see where, you purchase things. I see it say no money, like no cash, cashless, saying that you couldn't use money. You had to use card. So that was the first thing. I was like, what in the world? So then when we get into this arena place, whatever, concert, where everybody is doing these performances, I seen this guy from the LG community do a performance. He was done. As he was walking up these big stairs, these crowd of people were cheering him on. And he said something very profane, like as if it's to clap back at those who give messages from the Lord, like kiss my you know what, like kiss my butt, stuff like that. And people were cheering him on. Kind of like how they treat street preachers, if that makes sense. I hope y'all can understand what I'm saying there. And yeah, that was just, I was like, what is going on around me? So the next scene was these 2 younger girls giving a warning about something coming. And they were saying like, get ready, it's coming. Are you ready? Get ready, it's coming. Like they were saying at these 2 girls. And it was like I was in person getting a prophecy for myself to tell people to prepare. It was strange. You know how you watch something but in a dream, but this was in person. Okay. So then that connected to the next dream immediately after. I was sitting in my house with my family, I was sitting in the house with my family, and I seen a bunch of trees. Like, first of all, I heard a bunch of wind. Then I seen a bunch of trees fall down, one by one by one by one by one, like they were falling. And you could tell, like, the wind was blowing so hard, you could see, it's almost like you could see the wind blowing it down. And I'm just like, oh, there's another one that's falling. And it's like I was on the opposite side of the street of my house. So, when you in the spirit, everything could be backwards. It was like flipped around, like I was watching everything backwards. I don't know how to explain that. But then when it came down to it after a while, I seen this big tornado form so fast. And it was taking out everything around and in front of us and getting the trees and collecting the trees, right? And so I've never seen a tornado before in person, so I hope to keep it that way. But it was this big tornado coming towards us, and I'm yelling at everybody to go in the basement, go in the basement. Come on, y'all, leave that right there. Come on, let's go in the basement. And then I'm like the only one in the basement, but by the time everybody get ready to go down, it disappears. So it never really hits me and my family. So God was just showing that we were protected, right? So I want to give you guys what God said, all right? So when it came to the LG performances and the clap back to the people who are working with God to try to spread truth, and people were cheering this guy on. God says a blinded world judgment is coming. Y'all heard? I really hope y'all could hear that siren at the beginning of me recording. Like, that was timing like no other. I kid y'all not. He be on point. And with the cashless thing, God been warning us about digital currency. So for me to see that, he's reminding me, like, he's saying closer than you think. A lot of people don't realize, like, they're not taking these things seriously, these warnings. He's saying closer than you think. Now, this one threw me off guard. So when I seen a tornado, which clearly with the girls prophesying, get ready, something's coming, it shows me that there's going to be something else coming. We just had a big tornado hit in Mississippi in the U.S. And there's also been other tornadoes, but like God is saying, like, get ready, it's coming. For me to see that big old tornado coming like that, he's saying another one is coming. He wouldn't have showed me that. So the Lord said these words: many will be injured or destroyed in a devastating way in this hour. He says, the wicked must pay. My children will be safe. So that's why the tornado didn't hit me. So understand, like, God will do things and it catches people off guard and they're not prepared for it when judgment comes. He has this way of doing things where he doesn't say when. So a lot of people be asking questions, well, when is this stuff going to happen? God doesn't really say when his judgment is going to come because he doesn't want people to try to prepare. They can't run from it anyway. But if he going to do it in a way where people aren't prepared, okay, and he tends to do that all the time. But he will give his children instruction on how to avoid things that they're not lined up for, okay? So that's why you have to be obedient and make sure you always test the words with God, no matter what, okay? So, yeah, that was very scary. I'm glad that I'm on the right side of God, and I hope that this isn't something that many people of God that don't deserve to be hit by whatever is coming. You know, I hope that people are out of harm's way and they pay attention and heed these warnings and take the words back to God. Have that close and personal relationship with God. Just understand that God is saying the wicked is going to pay. So when he showed me that LG community and that performance and people cheering sin on, like, God is serious about judgment. He's taking people out. And he reminded me of, I did a word on this too, but I haven't uploaded it yet. He reminded me of how he smited the firstborn in Egypt when he warned Pharaoh to let the Israelites go, but Pharaoh wouldn't do it. So the firstborn was taken, was smited. And he gave the Israelites instructions to, of how to not have their firstborn be taken. So obedience is important to avoid unnecessary judgment to you. If God tells you to do something or to watch out for something, or, like I tell you guys, test the spirits, it's important that you do it. Okay? This is not about me. This is about God. Anything I do. And at the beginning, y'all heard that siren. I hope y'all did, because that was trippy. Like, I tell y'all, God be using sirens to help give me physical warnings to people like, hey, this is coming, this is coming. Like, oh, I can't unsee that. That was some trippy stuff. Peace and blessings, and I will catch you guys in the next one.
He ran out of luck and now it's my time. Ain't no looking back, I'm on the right track.